imagine, some people who are illegal immigrants, they may not get any other health care. However, if you're HIV positive, you will be signposted to a doctor to receive care because they do not want increased transmission, especially among people. However, if we all thought of testing, knowing our HIV status, that is the most important thing.
Okay. Thank you very much. That lady at the reply, please, if you may.
I was going to feed in what Rachel is saying. I think the reasons the numbers have started to go up again are primarily for that. The health-seeking behaviours is one thing, but they're compounded by a lot of things. There's a lot of poverty. You know, there's cultural beliefs also influence sexual behavior. That compounds, you know, HIV has gone off the radar. So those are all of the kinds of conversations that we need to be having to make sure that HIV is back on the table and we have these conversations because that's what's driving it. When you make reference to the UK not investing, for example, specifically around HIV, I think what we need to look at is not necessarily how the Western world is investing there. They have their own interests, so you know that's where it would start. It's the same thing we would do. If your children are hungry, you find food, you feed your children first, and that's basically what they're doing. The example that my brother gave over there, that there was a time Uganda was leading. Everybody followed Uganda's example of trying to make sure the population are aware of it. So we've done it. It's stuff that we've done before, without reliance on the Western world. So we can still do it. We need to get to a point where this reliance on the Western world is not so much, and that requires us to be collaborative within Africa. It requires us to, you know, use the tools that we know within ourselves, not always asking handouts. We have the knowledge, we have the expertise, and we can create the resources. Yes, sometimes we're tied down, but then that brings us back to our governments. There's a lot of things, they have different priorities. And if they can prioritize health, then we're on the right path to getting all of that done. That's what I believe anyway, and I think that's for me is what makes sense.
Yep. No, that's 100% correct. Why? Because what you just said, I touched on it, is touched on it, Dr. Jen has touched on it. We are speaking the same language. What we need is now to that particular language to be more productive, to move from talking to making things work, and can be done. Because a gentleman reminded me that deals are done on, you know, round tables. We are on this table now, square table. This is where deals are done in the corridors. This is where we can be able to make an impact. I see people who are very passionate and talented, and we can start with us. I know we're doing it, but now we need to get in gear 1 and gear 2. I'm going to call my next speaker. No too much, so don't worry, it's okay. Valentine, please, Valentine, available? Please, Valentine, can you come us and present or talk about whatever you want to talk about? Will be nice to hear from different people.
I wasn't prepared for it.
That's fine. Whichever way.
Salad Master. Salad Master is a 76 years American company, and what we actually do is all about health as well. I've known Nancy for some time. Let me just start there. I've not known her for so long. Somebody introduced me to her, and she invited me to this occasion, and because I told her about my product. And we've been talking, and I can be honestly, I will not lie to you, I don't know much about AIDS. All I know is AIDS is like they say stagnant. You don't talk to people like, you know. And honestly, I've learned a lot from your talks, you know, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate what Nancy is doing, and honestly, it's something I will also want to be part of, because I also do be in other charities as well. I'm not in Uganda, but I'm in Uganda because a lot of people, I have a lot of Uganda customers, you know, and one of them is the one that brought me here today. And what we do in Salad Master, we show how people how to prep their food, how to cook their food in a very, very healthy way, because we all cook the way we were brought up. We cook the way we've seen on telly, we cook the way, you know, but we don't look at the little tiny bits that matter so much. We don't look at there are things we do, we think it's normal, but they are not. We are destroying the food we cook, the way we cook them. So what we do in Salad Master is to show people how you can cook your food to retain your minerals, retain the vitamins, generally retain the nutrients in your food, and have a healthy life. And that's what we do in Salad Master. So what we do it in two different ways. We have an office all over. Yeah, my office is one of the franchise. It's a franchise. We have offices all over the UK, all over the world. And you know, people can come to the office to do presentation. Before COVID, actually, what we do, we go to people's houses to do our presentation. Because actually, there is nothing I will preach to you today that you understand how Salad Master works. Salad Master is made of 316I titanium, and titanium is the same materials they use in surgery in people's body. That's what the products are made of. And why do Salad Masters have to go all the way to use that kind of material to do their products? Because our food matters a lot. What goes into our body matters a lot. So because of that, that's what the products are made of. And then, you know, it's for lifetime. The products, whenever you have the products, it's for lifetime. I've had this now for 7 years, and it's always been like this. I will have it. For my presentation, I do presentation in people's house 3 times in a day. And this goes on fire 3 times in a day. You can cook on any surface, firewood, you can cook on gas, electric, induction. And after it remains like this, because we don't do high heat, we don't use oven. I was thinking I would bake a cake today, but I didn't know they don't have an oven here, a cooker here, because we don't use oven. I would have baked a cake in 10 minutes on top of the hob, not in your oven. We don't use oven at all. All our products are mini ovens as well. You can use it to roast your turkey, you can use it to roast your chicken, you can use it to fry, you can make your lasagna, you can make anything you can make. One of them there, we call it our mini kitchen, because it can do everything your kitchen can do apart from what? Our products are, we have the amazing machine there that we use in cutting vegetables, which I wanted to show today, because that cake I would have made would have had 10 vegetables in it, and you will never know, because it's good for children that don't like vegetables, because most of our customers bought it because their children, normally children don't like vegetables. So you put the vegetables in the cake and they eat it, they don't even know there are all the 10 vegetables in that cake. So I would have done that today, but unfortunately there's no cooker for me to do that. So I will appreciate, you know, anyone, you know, I can come to you, you can come to me, and I show you what it is. You're not obliged for anything. But what we are showing is awareness. We work with Diabetes UK.